Whatever.
This is Dr. Chris and Pam with our reviews of
Septic Man
and Jersey Shore Massacre, two of the worst movies we have watched this week.
It was really not worthwhile. Literally, I sat through the first scene and I thought about not watching this movie. But I sucked it up and I suffered through it.
I like the Punisher.
I earned my horror nerd cookies on this one. Literally, the opening statement of this movie was so absolutely fucking pointless and fucking disgusting.
We could totally say that on YouTube. It's awesome.
Handle it. I know.
We're not censored on the YouTube. We're on the radio. This is the WCUW studio. Pam's going to make a review video walking through the whole WCUW studio sometime. And we can't cuss on the radio. But
it's not very glamorous.
On YouTube, we totally can say fuck. And these were pieces of fucking shit.
Okay, so this film anyway, Septic Man, was directed by Jesse Thomas Cook. And he has an upcoming film called Hellmouth, which also stars someone who is in this film, Julian Richings, who plays Death on Supernatural, was in Todd in the Book of Pure Evil. He was one of the hooded cult members.
Oh, okay.
And he really makes the rounds in the horror genre.
Great song by Titus, Oh Death, played in the season 5 when he's walking through the crowd to get his pizza. Mm-hmm. Sit down, Dean.
I know, I love that when he reaches into Dean's friggin' kidneys and he pulls it out and it's all like black smoke. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
but he likes
this
a good
movie,
deep dish, that's for sure.
This movie got like 2 stars because of Julia Richings. Everything else was just gross and pointless. It's about a city whose water gets horribly contaminated and everyone gets sick. And they show people like having diarrhea and vomiting constantly, and it's the most gross and repulsive thing. And I had tacos for dinner. Like, I really didn't need to see that today. I would have been really alright without it. But this one man, the Septic Man, is hired by Julie Richings' character, Prosser.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't eat meat. Anyway, but Prosser hires the Septic Man to go into the sewer and decontaminate the water, so he stays behind. But the Septic Man has a pregnant wife, and she's really not amused that he's taking money to stay behind and decontaminate the water, so it builds a rift in their relationship. But most of the movie, he's stuck in a septic tank. He's being held hostage by a giant who is played by Robert Maylett, who's from Haven and the upcoming film Hercules. He used to be a pro wrestler. He's a giant dude.
Oh, so he's definitely with The Rock, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that piece of crap Hercules movie that came out from the Twilight people.
No, Hercules with The Rock. And he was also held hostage by Lord Ock, played by Tim Bird, who was in Saws 2, 3, and 5.
Skipped 4.
Yeah, he wasn't in 4. I don't remember what happened in those
Was there
movies.
anything redeeming about this film?
No.
No.
I would like to say there is, but really it was just gross, and most of it you don't know who's alive, who's dead, if he's hallucinating, if blah blah blah, but it's not done in any kind of atmospheric and tangible way. The production team did a really great job. It is so gross. It is so gross, and that's what it's supposed to be. This is, if you like the movie Street Trash, you might find this enjoyable.
Yeah.
But I fucking hated this. Okay. Your review. My review
was of Jersey Shore Massacre. The only actor in this movie that I probably recognized was Ron Jeremy. Is in it for 5 minutes. I still don't understand why you find this guy sexy.
So is this like, what is it, Sorority Party Massacre or whatever we watched?
No, it's actually from the same people that made Girls Gone Dead and Jersey Shore Shark Attack. JWoww, who is married to that creature that Dean wants to kill on Supernatural, Snooki. What's a Snooki? I don't know. If I ever find out, I'm going to kill it.
Snooki and JWoww.
Oh my god. I actually tweeted him. I was like, this is the worst movie. By the way, dude, great cinematography. I actually give you great credit. This movie had amazing cinematography. Did your Septic movie have good cinematography?
It really did. It was really, really good looking film.
Like 300 and really just well shot Hollywood style?
It wasn't, well, 300 is over the top, like, with the camera angles and the special effects. But this one, it was really a good, classy-looking film. There was nothing you would look at it and say, this is so low budget. It looked like a well-made, special effect film.
The director of this movie did Girls Gone Dead, which is a kind of like island ex-high school cheerleaders getting stabbed to death movie, and it's the only film he's done. Some of the actresses in this movie are again in things like Brooklyn Valentine and did one episode of Law and Order and are doing, like basically direct-to-video kind of garbage horror movies. Nothing I can even, Sexified and The People Watchers and Blood Ties and just some awful movies. So basically these Jersey girls and their Jersey accents. Okay, listen, I've watched Kevin Smith movies for years, and I don't know anything about people from Jersey, but up until the Jersey Shore started, I thought people from Jersey talked like everybody else and acted the way everyone else did.
They just go around like GTL, gym tan, and laundry.
And then it's all like ghoulie and get what's that G word they always use? Guidos and lift our hair and our fake tans and are just being like, yo, what's up? I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? What happened to normal? And someone's like, oh, that's a different part of the
situation.
Oh, God. It was so unbearable to try and get through the first 10 minutes. They had this overly gay hairdresser in the beginning. I mean, like, okay, we get it. The character is gay, okay? We don't need him to be, like, written like 1990s gay,
Like he was a stereotype?
Yes, like Nostalgia Critic in one of his videos talks about The Haunting and Will and Grace and said that in the 1990s Hollywood writers could not figure out how to write gay characters very well. Today it's not nearly as in your face. But back then it's like, okay, we get it. She's a lesbian or bisexual.
Yeah.
But this is just awful.
Like they have different personalities. Oh my fucking God.
There are gorgeous looking women running around in bikinis and they're talking about their ferrets and their hamsters and there's only one brain amongst them. I mean, obviously it's a parody of like the Jersey Shore. Okay, I get that. But this is just unbearable to watch. The only good thing about it was the over-the-top blood and guts was hilarious, and the cinematography was really great. And yes, the women are somewhat good-looking, but not that much. Just too much plastic. It was just awful. It was just the worst piece of garbage. If you like the Jersey Shore, then you might like this. It's made by JWoww, so whatever.
See, I kind of assumed that it was for people who didn't like Jersey Shore because they wanted to see all the Guidos get, like,
hacked to death.
Massacred.
Yes.
But that didn't deliver.
Yeah, no, this didn't deliver. It had a budget of this had a budget of $100,400. Wow, that's
$100,400.
$14,000. I don't do math very well.
Wait, what is this number?
Right here, that number right there.
That's $1,400,000. That's a lot of money. It didn't need to go there.
No, I don't know how to read, apparently.
But we had this debate about our Facebook page likes anyway, segue, subscribe.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment.
Leave
and you know what?
like.
If you hate this video because we're trashing these movies and we're trashing the Jersey Shore, please leave a comment. I don't care.
Well, mine's not out yet, so don't watch it, or do watch it if you like street trash.
Yeah, if you like street trash, I guess you'll like Septic Man.
Maybe. It was gross. Okay, bye.
Bye.